What I'm about to tell you can essentially give you the keys to the universe. And what I mean by that is if you can master this, you can obtain and get anything that you want. And I promise you this is something you will not learn in school. And for those of you that have heard of this, you have probably not heard of it in depth like this. The law of attraction. My name is Nick Lauer and I'm documenting the journey and harsh reality of entrepreneurship and self-improvement. Make sure you subscribe and leave a follow on Instagram so you can follow my journey as well. So what is the law of attraction and how does it work? By definition, the law of attraction is whatever you focus your energy on, it will come back to you. With that said, if you want to truly understand and master this, you must know the science behind it. So our bodies are a molecular structure full of energy, and we live on different levels of vibrations. So everything is made up of atoms of energy, me, you, the sky, everything. So how you use your mind will dictate the level of vibration that you are on. And when it comes to our mind, we have the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is programmed the day that you are born. Everything you were told as a kid was programmed into your mind, which creates a paradigm. This paradigm is just all the information and habits that you form. And these information and habits that you form, they are going to be on a certain level of vibration. Now, when it comes to the conscious side of your brain, that is where you think freely and you create ideas. So these thoughts and ideas that you create, they are now going to control the habits and information that you have. And these habits that you are continually performing is ultimately going to control the result. And the result controls your environment. Now that you understand the science behind it, let's go down the rabbit hole. But before we do that, I think it is vital that you guys see how the law of attraction absolutely transforms my life. This was me last year. Yes, I was 17 and I looked like I was 13. What happened was I got diagnosed with a chronic disease and I lost 30 pounds in 2 months. Now I'm gonna save this for another video, but essentially what was happening was my body was attacking and eating itself away every single second, specifically in my intestines. And over the span of 5 months, it only got worse and worse. So with that said, my physical and my emotional state just began crashing by the second. And for those of you that have been super sick before, you know that your health is your wealth. So as every single aspect of my life began plummeting, this resulted in me losing the ones that were closest to me. And a big problem was all my identity was in those relationships. So really, I lost everything. I lost my health, my emotional state, my physical state. Now, this was the lowest I have ever been in my life, but I became aware of this. I became aware that I was at the lowest point in my life, and remember that for later. So I realized that most things were in my control and I had the power to change the situation. I mean, I lost everything, so all I could do now is gain. First and foremost, I do thank God every single day for not giving up on me, and I truly thank Him for giving me the ability to see where I was at and the ability to grow and to change my situation. All that said, I started to apply the law of attraction. I began reading positive things. I started eating super healthy. I actually got into the gym for the first time ever. Long story short, I started taking risks. I started sacrificing. I started disciplining myself and ultimately growing myself every single day. And in the span of less than a year, I went from losing everything to creating my own media business, to skipping school for 10 days to go on a business trip to Spain, to naturally being around creators, entrepreneurs, influencers, and even NFL players. And this is because I provided high value to them to help grow them and ultimately their businesses. But I did that by utilizing all these talents that I built up when I was at my lowest. And ultimately, over time, my core group of people became these talented, motivated, and disciplined individuals. I've literally been able to get into clubs, to parties, to private events just because who I am and the value that I provide. And guys, this did not happen overnight. It happened because I was aware of this low vibrational state that I was in. I then stopped and I visualized who I wanted to be. And after that, I simply put in the work step by step. See, life is not happening to you. Life is responding to the energy that you give out. When you are giving out positivity and happiness and motivation and just hardworking values, you will start to attract that. And when you start to give out low vibrational energies such as jealousy, hatred, laziness, you are going to attract that as well. If you're always mad and you're complaining and you eat junk food and you're always playing video games, odds are that your friends are the exact same way. And if you don't do that, you're gonna see that you repel the people that are doing that. That is because the energy that you give out does not match the energy they are relaying as well. So if you've ever gone out on a date and you're sitting there and you're talking and you just feel like the vibes aren't right, that is because the energy you are giving out does not match the same energy as them. So you may be asking me, Nick, What steps does it take to get there? What steps does it take to attract whatever I want? First and foremost, you must become aware of the vibrational state that you are at. If you want to be running a business, but all you're doing is chasing girls, you're eating junk food, you're consuming alcohol, you're partying on the weekends instead of working, then it's fair to say that you are in a lower vibrational state than what you want to obtain. So yeah, become aware of where you're at. Now take time to sit there and really visualize and write out exactly what you want to become. Every single detail matters. So if you want to be in the gym 5 days a week, if you want to stop partying, if you want to cut alcohol, if you want a Rolls Royce, then visualize it, because you have to train your subconscious mind with these ideas. So now your conscious mind is prepared and can put it into action. And guys, this is key. At the end of the day, it is up to you to put in the action. So once you start working out, you'll probably find that the friends you create there are motivated, and you probably might even see that you are attracting more girls and high value girls than before. Now I'm going to tell you about the harsh reality that no one really talks about. As you start to level up and get on this higher frequency of vibration, now comes with a lot of sacrifice and loss. And what I mean by that is, if you truly want to level up and get on the next level and you do that, you can no longer attract these low value friends that you always had. And what you're gonna find is it gets lonelier and harder to attract these high value people. And I'll be honest, it's not because you are on this low frequency anymore. It's usually because your physical location is full of these low vibrational people. And please realize that true high value people are rare, especially if your physical location is in the same place you've always been. What I mean by that is, like, if you're still in your hometown, then you're probably not gonna find a lot of high value people there. But what they fail to tell you is that most of your high value environments are gonna be online at first. For me, it's in my agency groups, or it's in these business discords, or it's on these podcasts and YouTube videos. But as you level up, the money will follow, and now you have financial freedom, which then means location freedom, which gives you more opportunity to move to places to have face-to-face high value relationships. This is a universal law, the law of attraction, and it cannot fail. Just how gravity is a universal law. Every time I drop my phone, it's gonna fall to the ground. That's a non-negotiable. Like, it's always gonna happen. So become aware of the vibrational level that you are at and the energy that you are giving out to other people. Now curate in your mind where you want to be and who you want to be. And it's simple as putting it into action. I promise you, if you follow this, it will change your life. And it's gonna blow your mind on how fast you're gonna attract these high value people in these high value situations. So there you have it, the law of attraction. So if you guys have any questions about this or want me to speak on any specific topic, please comment below. Make sure you subscribe and leave a follow on my Instagram so you can keep up with my journey. See ya.